Hi everyone, I'm Peter from PeterTech. Today I'm gonna show you how to check if you have the issue cannot remote either RDP or SSH to your EC2. Okay, so there are only a few things that you need to check. First thing is that you have to check that you have access to the internet. I mean, check to make sure that your EC2 has access to the internet. To do that, you have to check a few things. First of all, you have to check to make sure that your EC2 has a public IP address. Okay, by default, it's gonna have private IP. So make sure that when you check whether it has an IP or not, make sure it has a public IP address. Okay, and second, you have to check and make sure that the EC2 is in the subnet that has route to the internet. So basically, the subnet that EC2 reside in have to have route to 0.0.0/0, right? And then the gateway should show as the internet gateway. Normally it's gonna have like IGW, that stands for internet gateway. So if you don't have the internet, if you don't have an internet gateway create and attached to your VPC yet, you're gonna have to create that first. Okay, so that is to make sure that the EC2 have access to the internet. Okay, and then the second thing that you have to check is check the firewall. In this case, the firewall means the security group that you attach to your EC2. Okay, so the security group must allow the port and the protocol that you need. The protocol the protocol, of course, normally the TCP, but the application like the either RDP or SSH, right? RDP is 3389, I think, and the SSH is 22. Then you have to check and make sure that the proper protocol and port is allowed from your source IP address. Normally, you should specify from your source IP address. You can open to the world, but of course that is not recommended. Okay, you don't want to allow anyone in the world to be able to connect remotely to your EC2 instance. So you want to limit to the secure source IP, normally either from your house or from your office, right? So if you are not sure what is your IP address, then you can open the Google, just type in what is my IP, and normally there are a few websites, more than one, of course, they're gonna tell you what is your IP address. That is an easy way to find out. I'm gonna just show you real quick what to check. Okay, as you can see, I have an EC2 instance right now, right? Currently, the EC2 instance have the private IP address. It doesn't have any public IP yet. You know why? Because it is stopped. So right now, I don't have the elastic IP attached to it. So it will get a public IP when I turn it on. So let's take a look. Okay, now you see once this is on, it get a public IP address, which is normally it's gonna be the dynamic. If you want to have a fixed one for any reason, you have to create an elastic IP address and assign to it. Okay, so in this case you have the public IP, then you have to check and make sure that the subnet. So this is the subnet that your server is reside in, right? So now you have to check and make sure that there is a route table going to the internet via an internet gateway. Okay. So now once you check all those, then what's the last thing? The last thing you have to check the firewall or the security group that attached to your EC2, right? In this case, you can just click. When you click on the EC2, you click on the view inbound rules. Okay, you have to check on the inbound. Normally the outbound you have everything open by default. So the inbound rule you have to check, and then you make sure that the port that is needed, that you need, that either 3389 which is for the RDP, or the port 22 if you want to SSH to it. And the source should come from your personal public IP okay, like your home or your office. Either way, if you open to the world, of course, you will be able to RDP to it, but you don't want to do that. This is my lab anyway and my demo, so I don't care. Okay, once you have checked all that I mentioned, you should have no problem connect remotely to your instance. Thanks for watching. Bye.